What's up, gamers? Welcome back to No Man's Sky. Today we are doing part 2 of our No Starter Ship challenge. So just a quick recap, we are not allowed to use our scanner or our analysis visor unless we find a completely different multi-tool. But the goal here is to find another crashed starship. We are completely ignoring the Radiant Pillar, and we cannot buy a starship. So quite the challenge. So last episode we left off right here at this monolith. It didn't really do anything for us. We just learned a couple words, but we're back now and we are headed in a random direction. So let's go this way. We will climb this mountain real quick and let's see if we can find any other buildings. It would be remarkable if we just happen upon a random crashed starship right away, but that is highly unlikely, but not impossible. We got some condensed carbon here. I'll collect some of that. And again, this series will go on and on until I happen to find a crashed starship, leave the planet, and land in the space station. That will be the very end of this run. So this is Permadeath, in case you don't already know. Ooh, we have a crashed capital ship. So let's see if we can find anything useful over there. I know it can be quite dangerous, but we will only be able to salvage a couple containers because we do not have a terrain manipulator. So let's see what we can find. Hopefully we can find something useful, but I really doubt it. But it is a building. It is something we can go to, and we want to keep checking these damaged machineries here. So we may come across some upgrades, so hopefully we can find something here. Okay, sometimes it likes to kick you out, so you got to double check and make sure you collected the item inside. Recharge our oxygen and check our inventory. So we got 250 oxygen and plenty of sodium. Yeah, we got a lot of sodium here. Doesn't help that our sprint runs out pretty quickly. We got some more frozen tubers over there, some sweet root. We'll go ahead and grab a little bit more of that. I think what we'll do when we recharge our stuff, we will use up the food items before the actual resources, because in this run so far, we have been incredibly lucky. Oh, we got a microprocessor. That may help us in the future. It may not. But we will hold on to that. But like I said, we have been getting super lucky in this run so far. We have come across a shit ton of sodium and some oxygen. So those are pretty much your primary concerns in a run such as this. It's always nice to find those blue plants. It gives you a nice jetpack boost. Just gotta be real careful when you land. And I did set the difficulty to maximum, so you will take a lot of fall damage if you're not careful. So here's the crashed freighter, and temperature's level stabilizing a little bit. Oh, that's because we're under this. So again, we won't be able to check every pod or every container because we do not have a terrain manipulator. So I believe we can only check 2 of them. But we'll go ahead and check out what we can. And when we breach one of the rooms, we actually have to run out of there as fast as we can, because it will leak some toxic gas, and that will really, really deplete our hazard protection. So you come up to this area right here and just melee it. Just a couple hits. Recharge hazard protection. Go up to the cargo pod. Delete these items. And run. Run, 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 run. Okay, so we only got 20 nanites, so that's a little bit disappointing. Bust this one open. And check the cargo pod. Warp cell. That's a really good find, actually, but completely and utterly useless to us. At least in this run. So, how much is it worth? It doesn't tell me. So, we're just going to leave it in our inventory for now. But for the most part, it's just going to take up space. So what we'll do, we're going to check our photo mode again to see if we can find any other buildings around here. That is a nice find, though. It is nice to see like a huge object just off in the distance. It makes for some nice pictures and scenery. So far, we're not seeing anything in terms of buildings. We just had that monolith and now this. So what I'm hoping to see is one of those signal array buildings. I forget what they're called exactly. But that is what we want to look for. And if we solve the puzzle correctly, which I'm hoping and praying we do, we will then discover the location of a crashed spaceship or a crashed freighter. So I'm hoping we do not find a crashed freighter, because we already found one, and it's pretty much useless to us. We got more starships flying around. And that's the thing too. Whenever starships land, because they often do, if they land, you are not allowed to buy it. If you're doing the same challenge I am. Ooh, that is a huge patch of oxygen over there. We got 250 oxygen. We're doing pretty good on oxygen, but I kind of want to collect all of that. So we'll just stroll on over that way and collect that oxygen. That's actually the very first large patch of oxygen that I've seen so far. We've mainly been shooting these hazardous plants for the oxygen. So it's finally nice to see a large patch of oxygen just sitting there. We got that front of that freighter just hanging off the side of the cliff there. That looks pretty sweet. Oh, we got some sodium nitrate. We cannot mine because we don't have the advanced mining laser. I need to be careful not to use my jetpack too much, because that will siphon your life support super, super quickly. There we go. We got a ton of oxygen here we can go through. Finding patches like this with oxygen and sodium is pretty much Christmas. Very, very lucky indeed. So, it is daytime once again, and ooh, we see some smoke here. Find another damaged machinery. Hoping and praying we get a an upgrade. A useful upgrade, I may add. Fecium. I don't think we will need Fecium. AKA shit. Buried technology module. It's quite nice sometimes, because these buried items aren't buried too far down. They're basically just below the surface, and you could still grab them. Recharge our life support. And okay, the sun. Which direction is the sun coming up from? So we need to head in the opposite direction. So we want to keep heading west. I can't really tell right now, but I'm pretty sure the sun's right there. So we need to head that way. Ooh, is that a building? Yes, that is a building. I just turned my head, and there it is. Okay. It looks to be... Okay, hold on. Don't die. That looks to be a minor settlement. Because I think I see a landing pad right there. So, it's not too useful, but we can buy and sell things. We don't really have any money right now. And because we don't have an analysis visor, we cannot scan creatures or items to make money. So, I think, because we have 9... okay, we almost have 2 stacks of salvage data. So, we will go ahead and sell those, and sell anything that we don't need for some money. And we have another one. Another damaged machinery right here. We'll check that real quick, and hopefully we'll get a useful upgrade. Grab some condensed carbon right there next to a sentinel. He's investigating, and we won't mine anything else until he goes away. Nope, more nanites. Can we grab this one? No, doesn't look like it. It's too far down into the ground. We just gotta climb this big hill. And typically, when there is a building like that, it'll have like 2 little shelter buildings next to it. It'll also have some damaged machinery there too, so we'll check that if it's there. There's the tune. That is the sound that we're looking for. So when you hear that, use your photo mode and look around. If you hear that little tune, that is the indication you're looking for. Yep, and there's the building right there. And that is indeed a minor settlement. So that's one of the buildings that has those landing pads. It will have a trade terminal, which means we can sell some items for some money. We can talk to an NPC. That is if we are not in abandon mode. I can't remember if I turned the settings into abandoned mode or not. But if it is indeed abandoned mode, the minor settlement will have those creature eggs all around it. And if you shoot at them, you will be completely surrounded by those creatures and you may possibly die. But those eggs can be refined into a whole lot of nanites, which is very valuable but high risk. Collect a little bit of carbon here. It is super difficult to run up a mountain right now. Okay. Alright. Good, good, good. So we will salvage whatever we can. Whatever we possibly can. Ooh. There's... I don't know how well you can see that, but over there is a beacon. It's kind of not worth going to. The beacon is just right there. It'll have a couple boxes to salvage, but if you use the beacon, it'll just point you in the direction of one of these buildings right here. So that is pretty much useless to us. But periodically we will use the photo mode to just have a look around. Okay, so this is not in abandoned mode. So we do have some NPCs we can talk to. Go to the trade terminal, sell our salvage data. We just made 815,647 units. So is there anything else that we can... we may need to keep that microprocessor. We will sell the sulfur in, though. I don't think we'll need the sulfurin. So we made 5,000 additional units. Gek relic, we don't need that. So, is there anything useful here we can buy? Metal plating, we can just craft that. Rusted metal, we don't need that. Starship launch fuel. We may need one. If we ever find a starship. So we will just buy the one. And unstable plasma we won't need. So, ooh, multi-tool. How much are you? It's an A class. Okay, so this is an A class multi-tool with quite a few spaces of inventory. So we may not be able to buy it. Ouch. 3,793,000. Yeah. So we need money. We need a lot of money if we want to buy this. But to exchange, we only need 3,757,000. So that's not that much of a difference. So the biggest money makers right now are by far those salvaged data, or if we find some caves and we collect some extra stuff. We got nav data. Okay. So it doesn't look like we'll be able to buy it, at least not for a long time. So I'm thinking we'll just move on and not buy it at all. There's some salvage data right there. Semiconductor. Unless we can craft something valuable. I don't think we can. No. And this planet doesn't really have a whole lot to really offer. First, before we leave, we will see what this guy wants. A small creature is busy adding up trade profits when I appear. Sensing me travel, their eyes widen in anticipation, and they rub their fingers together greedily. Life form pecks and empathetically at the monetary figures, their pad, then bounces up and down. A warm, pleasant scent fills the air, a relief after the bitter cold that rages outside. Give units, tap the pad, pat them on the head. Oh, that would be hilarious. Just pat them on the head. Sure, I'll give you some units if you help me somehow. Lifeform is clearly thrilled. They give me a piece of technology in exchange. What'd you give me? What'd you give me? Scanner module. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. We won't ever be able to exchange it for nanites, so we'll just go ahead and sell it and get our money back. Can't. Nope, I can't sell it. So, shit. Okay, well, we'll just... I guess we'll install it. If we ever come across a different multi-tool, one that we can afford or one that's free, then we'll just transfer that technology. I'm not going to waste it. I'll grab this. Get us a little bit of nanites. So, I think there's a cave right over there. We will check it if there's anything valuable in there. But I highly doubt it'll be nearly enough to buy that multi-tool. Nav data. We don't really need nav data. Because I don't think... No, we don't have the blueprint to buy a signal booster. Signal booster would be very, very helpful right now. Okay, more nanites. We've basically been here all day, so the sun is getting ready to set, so that's the direction we need to go. It doesn't matter which direction you choose to go. I'm just picking a direction. So there is another one of those damaged machinery right there. We will check that out. There's that beacon over there. What's that? Wait a minute. Is that a crash ship? There's no way that's a crash ship. I can't tell. Is that a crash ship? Ooh, we're gonna have to go that way. We have to check that out. I don't know if that's the terrain I'm looking at, that darker bit we were looking at, but I can't tell right now. So we will check that out, and if that is a crash ship, that is extremely lucky. I had planned that this run would be much longer than just 2 videos. From here, I can't tell. Life supports. Recharge that. I'm just too excited. I need to use my jetpack. What is that? I think that might just be a cave. That's probably not a ship. But from here, I can't tell yet. Quit taunting me with your starship flyby. Oh shit. Shit. Okay. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Hazard protection. Okay, we're fine right now. Just get out of this damn hole. Ah, son of a bitch. No, it wasn't even a building. It wasn't even anything at all. My eyes was just playing tricks on me. Son of a bitch. I thought this area right here, from a distance, it looked like a little something. And this hole right here is what I was looking at. I thought was a ship or like a hauler or something. But there's that beacon. Oh, goodness. We may activate that beacon. I'm pretty sure it'll point us in the direction of the building we were just at. But if it points us into a different building, we will use that as a marker and we'll head that direction. Maybe it'll give us a multi-tool we can actually afford. And the multi-tool we did see again was an A class, so that's most likely why it was so damn expensive. So, if we find another multi-tool, I'm hoping it's only a C class. Let's see where it points us. Most likely it's going to be the building we were just at. Minor settlement detected. 6 hours. Nope, it is a different one. And it's basically in the direction we were headed to anyway. So before we do head in that direction, we're just going to triple check the area and see if there's any more buildings in the area. I don't think so. Nothing that I can tell for right now. Right there, that little plateau is where the crashed freighter was. You just can't see it because we're too far away to even render it right now. But there's the minor settlement we were just at. So, I guess we now have a little something to keep us going in a single direction. We'll carefully make our way down this hill. Hopefully we don't trip and hurt ourselves. Go ahead and collect a little bit of this while we're at it. Oh, that's enough. Sorry, Mr. Sentinel. I didn't mean to piss you off. We'll just grab these. A lot of sweet root. Okay. One helpful tip, though, if you're trying to scale a mountain... Oh, thank you. That was lucky. Okay, grab that. Boost our way towards the building over there. And before we completely leave this area, let's go ahead and save real quick. Before we leave this area completely, we are going to check... Nope, there's really nothing in there. We don't really need cobalt right now, because we're not trying to craft any ion batteries. But we will grab this condensed carbon. We do need to check that damaged machinery up top we saw earlier. See if there's anything useful in there. Oh, we do have a floating thingy. Berry technology module. Collect as many of these as you possibly can. That way you can make some money. If you ever find another trade terminal, it'll be there for you. More nanites. Okay. Check photo mode once again. This is insanely helpful. Some of you may think it's cheating, but I don't care. It makes things just a little bit more easy. So, alright, we are off. We are heading to Mordor. It's basically what this run is going to feel like. It's going to be a long journey. Last time I did a challenge like this, I did find one of those buildings with an antenna on it. I managed to solve the puzzle correctly, and it led me to a crashed starship. But that starship was almost halfway across the entire planet. It took me almost a month to get to that ship on foot. Basically playing this for like 3 hours a day to finally reach it. So, yeah, there's that. Hopefully it won't take us that long, but it might. It may even take us a lot longer. We will see. I think, if I remember correctly, it said the distance it would have taken like 30 hours or something like that. I can't remember. But trust me, it was a very long distance. Recharge our life support. Could be worse, though. You could start in the Calypso galaxy and spawn on a very, very hostile planet with constant storms. That would just be a nightmare. That would be the ultimate permadeath no starter ship challenge. It is entirely possible. If you have a buddy who has No Man's Sky and has access to the Calypso galaxy, you can start a new survival or a new game. I've done that once before, and it was absolute hell. I died several times upon spawning. So the planet spawn killed me over and over again until my friend showed up to my location, and he gave me a couple supplies just to get me started. Oop, sorry, Mr. Sentinel. We're out of here. You know what? Screw you, Sentinel. We're going to steal a little bit more. Yep, okay, we're out. We are out of here. So, 6 hours arrival distance. So hopefully along the way we'll find something a bit more useful. We'll get to the top of this mountain and we will check our photo mode again. The key here is to get to the highest elevation you can and look around. And it really helps if you have a sense of direction. You do not want to start running in circles. Okay, so we got a little bit more oxygen here. So I think let's check our oxygen. Where are we at? We got a full stack, plus another 113. So I think, yeah, we're done collecting sodium and oxygen for a real long time. We don't want to over-encumber ourselves. So we'll get to the top of this mountain here and check our photo mode. Yeah, that was there. We got another damaged machinery up ahead. Always look for those trails of smoke. You might just find something useful. We got all these starships flying around, taunting us, making us long for the ability of flight. One can dream. Get rid of that living slime. We don't need that. More nanites. Okay. We haven't found a single upgrade module yet. Useful anyway. Earlier we found a hyperdrive module in the first episode, but that's of no use to us at all. Get to the top of this mountain. Okay. See if we can see anything at all. But from this distance, we may not be able to see anything anyway. So, try our photo mode real quick. What's that? No, that's just a collection of rocks. If they're far enough away, sometimes you can't tell the difference between a collection of rocks and a building. Okay. Yeah. I'm not seeing anything at all. So, if you can't see any buildings off in the distance, you're pretty much looking for spots of land that is perfectly flat. And clearly like a round, like a circle shape. It's hard to describe, but it's a perfectly flat set of ground that's round shaped. The game tends to do that for structures and buildings and stuff, so it can have a flat foundation. So if you see that, that is pretty much a hint at some sort of structure. So keep an eye out for those. We got some more copper over there, but we cannot salvage it. Okay, recharge Life support again. Doing a heck of a lot of running here. Oop, we got ourselves a building. We got ourselves a little camp of some kind. Basically just a save beacon antenna and some crates. What's this? Oh, okay. We got a plant. We can just boost our way over there. Yeah, nothing really useful to us right now. We got some boxes here. Oop, inventory full. We're gonna get rid of a few things here. We got a little too much sodium nitrate. We'll just top that off. Get rid of that. We don't need the warp cell at all. Dihydrogen jelly we may keep for now. Nav data, we'll just keep that for now. We got plenty of oxygen, carbon, condensed carbon. Yeah, we got a ton of carbon. Condensed carbon. Get rid of that, just to leave us a little bit of room. So let's see what we find in here. Some oxygen. Nothing really useful. So, you guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop it right here. We'll just go ahead and save. So, but, yeah, not a whole lot going on right now. It's pretty much going to be like this until we find something useful. But anyway, guys, that'll pretty much do it for me today. If you liked the video, leave a like, leave a comment, and if you enjoy content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you later.